Sweida is a city located in a famous ancient wine-producing region of southwestern Syria, close to the country's border with Jordan. Most families in Sweida are Druze, one of Syria's smallest minority communities, constituting around 3% of Syria's population and mostly living in the rocky mountains of Jabal al-Arab. The Druze community is spread across Syria, Lebanon, Israel, and Jordan. The Druze culture is very rich, but it's particularly vulnerable to the kind of nationalism that would like borders to be raised along religious and ethnic lines. In 2010, we traveled to Sweida to meet a group of Syrian youth who were participating in a cooperation project on rediscovering and reviving local heritage. This project was funded by the European Union through its annual donation support for cultural projects, and it was implemented by a partnership of Kosovo, an Italian organization, and two Syrian organizations, the Al-Makan Art Association and the Syrian Organization for Sustainable Development.
This is my first personal aim, pushing me to do this job, to learn from others. So I like to understand this job as a cooperation, which means that both partners learn from each other. So it's not just us coming to a place and teaching something. No, it's learning each other. We can give some support to local partners, but they have an important role also for us, especially because sometimes the problems that we face in a country are the same that we face in our country. So we should learn also how to solve these problems in different environments.
In this project, the youth in Sweida and Palmyra worked together to discover their heritage, both tangible, like architectural assets, and intangible, like songs, stories, customs. The youth conducted research on what constituted the cultural values upon which their communities had been founded, and they learned to communicate these values in contemporary language. They used visual arts, theatre, internet, and social gatherings, and they moved to different communities with the 2 project buses they had equipped for animating social events. In this way, they raised the awareness amongst local communities of how their heritage was a resource for development and not only a relic of the past.
كمان مثل ما انتم شايفين التزيينات اللي فيه بنشوف بقايا المحاريب كمان كانوا يحطوا فيها التماثيل لعبادة الإله فيه.
Probably when you are a teenager, you don't really realize what is now at the moment your future and what will be your role in 10, 20 years old.
يعني أي زائر عماله بيجي من الدول الأوروبية اللي بحبوا يجي يزوروا أو يحبوا يستطلعوا مثل حكايتكم هيك عمالهم بيسألوا نفس السؤال والجواب نفسه ما بيطرح عليه شيء ولا بيتغير عليه شيء.
They start understanding what is needed for their country, for the development of their country. They realize the differences between the different communities living in the same country, and they question it, and they start giving also their answers.